Hi, it's Martina.
It's Simon.
And it is our 3rd month in Japan.
Welcome to Eat Your Sushi.
Look at me all awake and shit.
Hey. Quiet down.
Oh yeah, we should simmer down.
Okay, so we mentioned before that Japan is a quiet place. We are starting to learn just how quiet it is here.
No, it is getting redonk is what's happening here. Okay, a couple days ago we were on the bus and we were heading back to like Kichijoji Station.
Yeah, whenever the bus driver would announce something, he would whisper the last 2 syllables.
It would just kind of like fade out.
Except he would have the mic right up to his mouth, so he'd be like, Kichijoji Eki. I wasn't sure if he was trying to be like a metal band,
you weren't
like
even,
an emo band.
You weren't even embracing the sound of his voice to begin with. He had like a... And you know one of those things when you feel like you're taking crazy pills? Like the two of us are like looking around on the bus to see if anyone else is reacting or smiling.
Nobody seems to notice.
Everyone's
you know why?
just
Because
like,
we were on a ghost bus and we were being driven to the gates of hell. That's what was about to happen.
It was so strange.
You might whisper it. We also wound up going to see Civil War. This was our first movie theater experience in Japan.
And you know, I was a bit concerned because I heard that movies were really expensive in Japan, but I think we might have gone to like an old school theater because it was around $11 to get in,
It was $11
right?
a ticket, which wasn't obscene.
But you know what? I kind of figured out why, because our movie theater was a single floor, like there's no slants.
But what was weird about the movie theater is that even the movie theater was super quiet. It's like the movie was quieter than usual. I could barely hear any of the dialogue. We were both bending over in our chairs like this.
And you know, I thought it was me because of my deaf ear, so I was like, I'm really struggling to hear this movie. And then I look over and Simon's like this.
I could barely understand the dialogue. I felt like we were in a room in which everybody just wanted to meditate, and the movie was just supposed to be background movie so that people weren't disturbed from their meditation.
It was like those times you watch a movie with a friend who has to like adjust the volume constantly.
Right.
So it's like it gets really loud and you turn it down and then the speaking parts happen and they're like, this is really important.
Except it didn't get really loud and then really quiet. It just went from really quiet to really quiet. I listened to the girl beside me and she was trying to open up her package for, I swear, like 15 minutes before she opened her package because she didn't want to make any noise. I'm like, oh my God.
We pre-opened our packages, thank you.
But still, it's like, I had to be like, okay, chew
When
quieter.
Simon bit his popcorn,
I didn't even bite it anymore. I just put it in my mouth and I sucked on it until it dissolved.
This is what it sounded like to me. I don't know, Scarlet Witch, we should... You know what? Everyone had subtitles.
Yes.
So nobody needed to hear the dialogue. It was us that we were struggling.
Okay, lesson learned. We're going to be even more quiet in Japan now. Okay, so we just saw our first movie in a Japanese theater yesterday. Interesting experience. We saw Civil War, which was amazing. Absolutely loved it. It was great. But one of the coolest things about going to the movie theater here, they gave us these like postcards with it. Everybody that came into the movie theater, they gave a whole bunch of these postcards. Now, what's cool about this also is that it's not just one postcard. It's not just 2 postcards. It's 3 postcards, and they recreated the cover with an anime that I don't know. Baseball Nashville. I know somebody's gonna kill me for not knowing it. I'm sorry, I haven't seen this one yet, but I just think it's totally amazing that we just got 3 free things. And when you wind up leaving the theater, they have this little booth out so you could buy some more merchandise. I don't remember seeing that happening in Korea, getting free stuff at all. Look at this. Subaru! Subaru!
Super cool.
Really cool.
Really cool.
I thought this was pretty awesome. Let me just say, awesome movie. Okay, so we didn't tell you the story because we're kind of embarrassed, but this happened a couple weeks ago, and we got in trouble in our neighborhood.
For our garbage.
I
knew it would happen.
Okay.
No, wait a second. Do you remember when we first moved to Japan?
Yes.
And we made those videos about how scared we were about well, we were right to be scared.
Yes. So here's the deal. You're supposed to leave your garbage out before 9 a.m. We were a little bit late, so we put out our garbage at 9:15 because we had a late night the night before. We stayed up until like 2 or 3 working on videos, and I woke up a little bit later. I put the garbage out at 9:15. We came back inside, changed, and went out, and we filmed for the day. And we were out until probably like 7 or 8 p.m. When we got back, we got a message saying that somebody had called City Hall and filed a complaint for us for leaving our garbage out for too long.
But the interesting thing was that City Hall looked at our record thus far of putting out garbage, and they said that we've never had any problems before. And so when we told them, like, you know, well, we left late for work, we put it out late, they're like, okay, you know, just make sure it doesn't happen again. fine, it's no problem. But it kind of makes me think that City Hall's like in the trees with binoculars.
How did they know that
everybody.
we were otherwise doing our garbage well? Do they check on our garbage every single day? Because I'm concerned.
Well, now I want to know, like, who called the garbage?
Who called?
Because our neighbors in our neighborhood, like the little trifecta of us, we all like each other.
We're all
and they were really sweet. Like when we didn't put our garbage out last time, she came and helped us. So like, it can't be one of them.
So now we're very conscious with our garbage. If we wind up staying up late, then we'll like put out our garbage at like 2 or 3 a.m. instead of trying to wake up the next morning to put it out before.
I would rather go with the dark of night to leave it on the curb because there's no rule that says you can't put it out beforehand.
And now also, even when we like walk Spudgy to the park and like we let him handle his business, there's a clear sign that says you have to pick up your dog's poop. And I've seen other dog turds around there that haven't been picked up. And
I stepped in dog turd.
I do not want to be the one that is blamed for this because they might be thinking, oh, it's the foreigner that's
Someone's
not
in the tree with binoculars.
It's the City Hall again watching us. So now I make sure whenever we're about to pick up Spudgy's poop, when I take out the garbage bag, I wave it in the air big time, kind of like a bullfighter, so that everybody knows, look at me, this is my garbage bag for my dog shit. Let me place it on my hand so everybody could see the Olympic torch of a garbage pit. There we go. I am picking up the poop, and the poop is tied up. Look at the knot right here, and I walk around like a father that's proud of his newborn baby. And I imagine that for the rest of the people that aren't necessarily in on why I'm so paranoid, I just look very weird.
You always look really weird. Let's be honest.
And my dog's blue.
You also carry my backpack for me, which is like Hello Kitty, so it doesn't really match everything, but.
Hey, Spudge Bucket. Do you know what you're doing right now? No. We're gonna put you in a bike.
I don't want to.
Are you ready to go for a bike ride, little guy?
So I bought this insert off Amazon for like $9, which was supposed to be for the basket, but Spudgy's like, I love it! And it's always like the cheap things you buy that dogs love. All right, so I'm putting it into my basket. What do you think? Look at this, Ducky.
I think that should work.
Right? So he's got a little bumper.
Right.
And then I bought this at Daiso. It's just like $1 leash. This should hook onto his harness. And then if I tie this off and cut it, it will prevent him going any further. What do you think?
That makes sense to me.
Right? Let's harness up the poopy.
Yep. Spudgy, you ready to go, buddy?
Good boy. Let's get you all harnessed up. Give me a couple good shakes. Okay. He's in. Okay.
Let's put him in.
You're a pretty big boy.
That seems like a good fit for him.
This seems kind of small.
No, it's snug. You don't want too much room in there, right? It's kind of like his bed. Spudgy in a basket.
How's he seem?
Spudgy in a basket. Seems totally chill. I think we might be able to take him to the park like this. Hey, buddy.
Hi, buddy. Yeah.
We take it to the baby park now, and then maybe next time we'll take it to the big park.
Okay.
How do you feel?
I'm pretty excited.
Okay.
Give him a pat on the head.
Spudgy, you're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Going on a sweet walk with your little mushy big boy face. Yes, you are. Yes, you're a big boy.
Speaking of shitty situations, it's time for the weekly challenge!
So today's challenge is going to be a sweaty one, I think. Have you guys ever seen that sumo suit where one person has to be behind and the other person sits in front and then they get fed?
They have those like videos of like
Of
the
dogs.
dogs in suits and then the human hands and the dogs being fed. Well, we're gonna feed each other like dogs today. Let's do this.
that was.
You ready? Okay.
No. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Kai bai bo.
Kai bai bo. Yes. I win. Martina's gonna be fat. Time to put on your fat suit. Look at all your makeup. It's gonna be messy.
It's not a fat suit. It's a sumo food chef suit.
Get in there, girl.
Hi, and welcome to Martina's Lunchtime Mokbang with me, Martina. I do love to eat food, and I can be messy sometimes, but you know what? That's just the way things roll, right? Well, let's get started, shall we? I sure am hungry today, and the one thing, oh, that was right up in there, that I really like to eat is noodles with sometimes wasabi. I love noodles and wasabi. I mean, who doesn't enjoy a nice amount of wasabi burning right up in there when you eat your noodles? That is tasty. Tasty mustard wasabi. I love it so much. Oh my God, girl. So we're gonna have, this is like a buckwheat noodles. So I just like to touch my food and get up in there. I just wanna know what it's all about, you know? All right, so this here is a sauce, and we're gonna just grab these noodles and we're just gonna dip them on in, and then you just, yeah, a little bit more. I think that's like a little bit more. That's good, yeah. That's, you know what, doesn't seem like enough to feed me. And then you just bring it up into your mouth and you just eat it like that. I'm just gonna get right up in there with my hands to make sure that, oh no, You can really feel the wasabi. It really highlights the fact that the noodles are pretty plain without it. We're just gonna, oh yeah, that soba is so good. You know what? I'm just so hungry today. I can't even believe it. I just touch myself. You know what? That's enough soba for now. I'll just dump it on my iPad and move on to something that I love. You know what doesn't taste better than ice cream after wasabi and soba noodles? In fact, I have problems with opening containers. It's an issue, but I'm just gonna finish eating my soba first. I do love ice cream because I'm so naughty. That is quality ice cream. I'm just gonna, oh, I love touching ice cream. These tears are rolling down my face from the burning wasabi that I love. If only I had a napkin. And that's not how I roll, okay? Let's just get up in there and go for some pizza mon. I love pizza mon after my ice cream. First I'm gonna pull that paper off. There is definitely a little bit of paper left on that bun. I'm just gonna feel around until I know where the paper is. You know what? Sometimes the paper is good for you. So it's just, oh, look at that pizza bun. Look at that. Oh, it's just right up in there with that sauce and cheese. Ooh, so bad and dirty. Love that. Oh, the paper side. Let's just, okay, it's not too hot. Pizza bun. Oh yeah. That is good for my diet. Oh. You know, when I'm finished eating pizza bun, I do love little tiny sugar-coated donuts. I mean, the perfect size for just tossing up into your mouth. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Oopsie, I missed that one. Let's try it again. Touched my tongue that time. Yep. Almost made it. These are old, aren't they? They've been on the shelf for quite, not even a little that time. This will probably be my last one because, oh, we're gonna go for a couple at once. Just crush them up like that. Oh, it's kind of like a bread, you know, like kind of like a sandwich. And we're just gonna, That is refreshing. Not at all old, stale, or dry. Oh, wow. Well, I could go for something moist right now. Oh, so cute. Look at this adorable little seal puff mabob thing. It's almost too cute to eat. I couldn't dare to eat it or ruin it instantly, but there I did. I just caressed it until it was dead. I mean, ooh, look at that. It's just fluffy and soft. You can really touch the insides and see that it's moist. Oh yeah, that is fresh and delicious. I'm just gonna take a big bite of it right now. Here I go. That was something. That was something gross. Much cuter looking. Hi everyone. Don't forget to watch my other videos involving me eating lots of food. I do like to gesture about my boobs a lot because they're nice. So if you guys want to tune in next time, that would be great. So time to give my final farewell cheer. Ready? Mwah! Thanks for coming, everyone. And time for the Sailor Moon sign-off pose. Yeah! Sailor Moon. You are the worst. You are the worst. Lettuce.
I got Martina a ukulele for her birthday.
Literally the worst. Everyone hates you. You don't have any friends. Poor Lettuce is all alone in the world.
And because Martina...
I'll be friends with you. Look, Lettuce, it's Simon.
Because yesterday we ate a lot of food, today we're having salads. Martina's singing about her frustrations with lettuce.
Wow, that was super fun.
I love you so much, girl, but you're such a sloppy eater sometimes.
I know, I just get really into it, like all Nigella Lawson-like. I just like to touch my cream.
Like to finger your food
you
like
destroyed that little seal puff.
What seal puff?
The little, you didn't even know what it looked like.
I couldn't see anything.
It was like an adorable little seal, and you just took it and you just like mash it in the lid, and I was like,
I think it'd be really fun if we do this from
I think
now
we
on.
should do this with Spudgy.
Spudgy. It's time for us to answer some questions.
Okay. Our first question is kind of a long one that was from the Oshima video, and Hara Luna said, guys, this is probably the best video/place so far. It really got me emotional. Have you ever thought about getting away from the city life in the future and living on the countryside in your own farm, maybe with lots of animals?
And the answer to that is yes.
That's
it's
funny.
actually
You
one
should
of our
know.
like secret retirement plans, which isn't going to be a secret anymore.
Because
now
we
that
announce
tell you.
everything to the
Yes,
internet.
We're very bad at holding secrets about our lives. We plan, once we retire, to build an Earth ship. Okay, do you know what an Earth ship is? Okay, I've seen a few videos about a few documentaries. I know that there are lots of different definitions.
You can look it up on YouTube.
Basically, it's kind of like if you've seen Lord of the Rings, you know, the little hobbit houses. If you build a house into the ground like that, then it's like really good for heat insulation and whatnot. And you could do lots of different clever things with architecture to make a house that's completely off the grid.
Now, when we say off the grid, we don't mean so off the grid that we're going to poop in sand. Because
No.
there are some like off the grid
There-
houses,
yes,
and
but
it's
you
like
poop in sand.
Yeah,
I don't want to poop in sand. I'm not a cat.
No. Lemurs is like, what are you trying
What's
to
wrong
say?
with pooping in sand?
Are you trying to
It's the
cat
best.
shame me? Anyways.
Cat shaming.
Cat shaming. Even if we don't get to the point where we can build like a completely self-sustaining house,
Right.
I still want to be able to have like a big garden and like can our own foods. Which
Yeah.
I know how to make jam and canned food.
Right, we made jam. Like actually when we got married, the giveaway that we did for all of our guests was our own jam. And we said spread the love on it.
Get it? It actually
Spread
said
the love.
S&M.
Yeah,
Spread the love.
We actually have some friends that we've actually discussed building a commune
I
of Earth
don't
ships
like
with.
the word commune, but we mean kind of like
Because it's like there will be like a communism in there.
Oh my
we will all
God.
be comrades in this. Well, like
one person can grow goats and make goat milk,
Yes,
and then
goat
I will
milk.
grow peas and
Yes.
make peas. But
But-
the only rule Simon has is that he has to be able to step out on his front porch, buck naked, and nobody
Without
can see his fancy
disturbing the
bits.
neighbors, yes.
That's right.
helicopter technology.
I am positive that we're going to go off the grid by documenting the entire thing.
Documentary it.
If we do go this route in the future, you're definitely going to see videos online about it.
It's weird because like we've been living in mega cities for a very long time now, but I do feel that urge to live in somewhere quiet. When we were in Oshima, it really called to me. I was asking him like, how much does this house cost? How much does that house cost? Can I buy it right now? Because I really do want to get in touch with nature again. So Martina told me that she likes these little like houses, and she's been doing lots of like little tiny decorating around the backyard. So I thought I'd buy her one of these like little toy model houses, and I thought that she'd have fun for it on her birthday. Turns out there's a lot of building that has to go into one of these things.
These are like the layouts.
I thought that it would come pre-built. Instead, it's like she's gonna have to wire all the lights.
Look, there's like put the panels together according to get your hot glue gun. Make sure you.
I think you might have a new hobby now, girl.
Yeah, and you know what I like too? I was like, it's not that bad, and then I read this sateen.
You have to stain the wood.
Because the wood is brown and this wood is light brown. You know, I don't need a stained store.
I'm sorry, I got you a shitty birthday present.
It's not shitty. Look at how.
I'm so sorry.
Look at how great this is.
I didn't know that you had to assemble it.
Look, it simply requires building a house.
So once Martina starts making this, you might not see us for the next 2 months until it's done.
Or maybe I'll put up an open happy video and I won't remove any of the audio.
There you go.
And the whole audio will be like,
The second question comes from Melissa Parsons, who wants to know, how has YouTube strengthened our relationship with each other?
I don't know what song you're singing. Did you taste that on my face? That would be a little bit of soba and a little bit of, yeah.
It doesn't smell great. I still
No,
love you,
I
though.
don't. I have like cream
sorry.
that's rotting on my face now.
Well, the first thing that YouTube has helped us do with each other is feed each other more lovingly.
Yes.
Like it's something that is...
I think the obvious one is that it has not forced us, but forced us to work together every day, which is something we wanted to do anyways. Our secret plan as teachers was to eventually migrate into the exact same school, which is what my parents did,
Because we don't like being apart from each other.
Yeah,
it's really sad.
it's nice to be, it's really sad. Obviously, you have to learn to work with each other creatively and have creative differences. So although we don't fight, we obviously disagree with each other at times. Like everyone has their own opinion on things.
Right.
So I think the biggest thing that it's helped with is help us understand how our minds work creatively.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes I'll have this like vision for something and Simon will just not get what I'm talking about. And I'll get like really frustrated that I can't communicate this idea to him. But then we have to sit down and say, okay, how do we work well together?
Right.
For example, Simon needs to write out his ideas. I'm a talker. I need to sit down with somebody and I need to bounce ideas off of them.
Right.
So sometimes Simon's like, I have nothing to bounce off, but I'm like, you need to at least let me talk to you.
Now we know that I have to write my ideas down first, and then Martina can bounce her ideas off. I think one of the best things that YouTube has done for our relationship is that usually, from my experience, when people are spouses and they work at different jobs, when they come home, then they like tell stories with each other about like how they handled this or how they handled that. But because I get to work with Martina every day, I get to see her strengths and actions. I get to see her creativity, and I could appreciate that a lot more in person than secondhand through a story that she would tell. So I really appreciate that I could see her be her beautiful, wonderful, magical self every single day rather than like imagining it afterwards.
Thanks, Becky.
You're welcome, girl.
I think that that's actually a struggle that a lot of people have, is that they come home from work and one person's so exhausted from their day and the other person can't understand, how can it be hard to be a teacher? Like I'm a CEO of an advertising firm. You don't know how tough my day was. Like I think people have those disagreements. We can say equally, today was a terrible day.
Right.
Or like, you know, all our batteries died and our filming fell apart. Or
And not only can we like discuss our struggles with each other, we could also enjoy our successes together. So you and I work together to create these videos so that other people can see. It's not like I have my own project at one company, you have your own project at another company. We both birthed something together, and we could show you our babies to the world. We make stuff together, and we could show that to people as well.
our video babies.
Our video babies.
Some
Some
are prettier than others.
It is.
I want to ask, what is wrong with this picture? There's Memers on the chair, and there's Simon sitting on the ground.
I don't have a chair anymore.
Who kicked you off your chair?
a fat kitty asshole.
Oh yeah. Memers, it doesn't seem very fair that you have this chair when you're a cat.
He doesn't need it.
He's got like built-in cushioning. This is what happens when our animals come back. They bully us.
I can hear him breathing.
Ah, sick.
Gross.
So gross to regroom myself.
Me too. Come on.
Alright.
I can do this all day.
Thank you so much to Nina and Dima from the Ukraine for their postcard, and thank you to Amber for her card from Hawaii. I'm gonna come to Hawaii sometime and try the local grinds. I learned that from your Hawaiian slang card.
I'd also like to thank Rebecca for the finger puppets. These are so cute.
Hey Spudgy, what are you doing?
I don't know. I'm gonna take a poop. Patrick's gonna pick it up.
How could you take a poop with Martina's finger up your butt?
Ring ring.
Hello, this is the police. We found puppy poop on the table and nobody picked it up.
Thank you so much to Jade from Finland for your heartwarming letter and your amazing pictures from Finland. Finland, so gorgeous.
We love Finland.
Oh my gosh, we gotta go back.
Also, thank you to Katie for all the candy, including the gigantic bag of saltwater taffy.
Saltwater why is it already open, Simon?
Because I was trying to prepare it so that you can have some. You know, I love you so much. I'm gonna feed
You know what?
like
I think I've had enough food for
you
today.
should have one. Dum, 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 dum.
Yep, right up in there.
Yep,
I'm a little
get
bit
in-
full.
get in there.
I'm a little
Come on, I
bit
already fed you.
And thank you so much to Baxter and Molly from the Glossy Case Shop for these amazing cases right here.
They're pretty bombastic.
Okay, I don't even know which one I like more. It's kind of tempted to like this one more just because it has my animals on it and like Sailor Moon things, but I do like fruit as well. And it says
But I
my
like
name.
fruit.
I mean,
I like fruit too.
difficult decision.
Also, thank you to Marcus and Lisa from Suckered Apparel for the amazing shirt. They said it's for Martina or Simon if he feels fabulous. I think I could totally rock this. Actually, this is really tight. So.
Is it?
Yeah, I just put it against my body. This isn't gonna fit me.
Oh, you forgot that that's actually a name. Marcus, Lisa, and D. D-I.
Oh, I thought it was 01.
Oh no, D's the designer.
Marcus, your
Look
D's
at the
look like
paper.
zeros.
Aren't you proud of me for getting more colorful clothing?
Yes.
The Nasties have been really amazing because you guys have been sending such like bright, wonderful stuff.
Because Martina's been buying a whole bunch of black clothing lately, and we're trying to brighten up her wardrobe a little bit so she
When
can.
you wear bright clothing, it makes you feel brighter.
Yes, it does.
I just want to wear black hoodies all day.
And a black pillow under my black blanket.
I do like black hoodies though.
Also, thank you again to Veronica for your beautifully colorful boxes.
Look at this. I knew it was you the minute it showed up. Let's see what lovely goodies you have for us today.
We have an already open thing of Twix.
You are the worst. So when I was going to buy all the stuff for the challenge, you were eating everything out of this
No,
box.
she just opened it so it's ready for me
Okay,
to
this
eat.
says Martina for your birthday. It's a Wolverine! Look at him in all his wobbly, bobbly.
That actually matches. It's very similar. Like the wide face like that. I got this one right here. This is for Simon.
What?
A Hello Kitty ceramic dish. How did you know
Are
that I
you sure
love
that you did this
It says-
correctly?
Look at this. It's right there, plastered in the middle. Oh my God. Look at this. This is for my candy, my Hello Kitty candy. Jelly Belly's already on the
Can we
inside.
put this in the kitchen as a cookie jar or as a treat jar for Spudgy and
This
Memers?
looks pretty amazing. We're definitely gonna keep this in our house. Ooh, and I also got a couple of shirts. This is for me working out at the gym if I ever go back to the gym. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, it's all the princesses telling stories about Darth Vader.
I used to wear my Batman and Sailor Moon tank top at the
Yep,
gym.
you
I
sent
could
that
definitely wear
awesome
this
shirt to
again.
Simon and he loved
Oh
it.
yeah, thank you, Veronica.
And this
as
is for
always.
Dr. Memes. Thank you so much. Your packages are always really thoughtful, even thoughtfully decorated. It sent hearts out to the ages. Thank you guys for your wonderful packages.
Discovered an awesome bar, like local Japanese beer. We got their point sausage. Squid ink. Yummy. Spinach and lotus roots. Yeah, I'm pretty happy here.
And to announce last week's winner, we asked you what magical dessert would I like for my birthday. The truth is I don't like cake that much. And actually, there were a couple people who knew that. And one person who knew very well was Glowkip, G-L-O-C-I-P, who said, trick question, Martina likes pie more, so she would want pie for her birthday, like strawberry rhubarb or lemon meringue or classic apple pie. And strawberry rhubarb and lemon meringue are actually my favorite
Yep.
pies.
I don't actually know what video we mentioned that in, but somehow you knew that and you're totally absolutely right.
Yep,
So congratulations to Glowkip. You are going to win one of the Black Samurai hoodies. So make sure you send us an email with your size and your mailing address, and we will mail it out to you as soon as possible. For this week's skill testing question, because it's such a lovely romantic episode talking about the strength of our relationship and feeding each other romantically, we want to ask you, what are 2 pet names we have for each other? What are 2 cute names that we call each other? You might know one, but do you know 2?
I love you so much, blank, blank face. I love you too, blankety, blank, blank.
If you know the answer, leave it in the comment section below. We will pick one winner and mail out a capsule toy this week.
We got some really good ones this week.
I know.
The capsule toys are like always changing up in Japan.
I found some underwear that goes on water bottles to prevent your water bottle from like condensating and sweating. So it's like it captures all of your bum
Water?
sweat.
Condensate. If you condensate for a while. No, what does that song go? If you condensate for a few in a few. What is it?
Wiki, wiki, wiki. I'm a rap star. Look at me. I'm cool. Daka, 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 daka,
You
daka,
know,
daka, daka, daka.
we can conversate because in a few. It's a B.I.G. song. Help me, Ducky.
Is it? I just
Help
like to see
me.
you flounder.
No, we can conversate because in a few, I'm gonna go with you. Where's my ukulele?
That's it for this week's episode. Conversate for a few, because in a few we gonna do what we came to do. Ain't that right, boo?
True.
See you next week, everyone.
Hi, guys.